Hey guys, what's going on? It's Reggie here. Today I've got a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video for DLC 2 known as Ascendance. I'm going to be going through a ton of tweets which basically tell us a lot of things about this new map pack. It looks very cool. And then also I'm going to be doing like a very quick breakdown of the new map pack trailer that came out today. I'm not going to be doing one of those like YouTube money hoard things where I spend ages breaking down everything and then putting it into different parts. I'm just going to do it in one straight up thing, hopefully quite a small video. So I hope you guys do enjoy and stay tuned guys. I've got a lot of new details, different from the other day as well, so it's going to be really exciting to see what this map has to offer. So first of all I'm going to get into the tweets. Basically the theme seems to be now that with each map pack we get like the Call of Duty's Twitter account is changed to as if it's like an Atlas account, and then things are tweeted out to kind of make it seem more realistic. They do it just for a short time, but it still happens. So I'm going to go through this really quickly. So first of all, it's like this guy, he has a backstory to him. This is the backstory to zombies, but let's read through it. So first of all he says, "This is crap, nobody shows up after work. I had to stay late. Probably partied all night knowing that I'd pick up their shifts, jerkasses." And then he says, "Sweaty guy just puked all over a table in the back. And this is why I don't eat work food. Hashtag BurgerTown." Then he goes on to say, "Okay, manager never showed up. No more customers coming in. Yep, I'm done here. Good news, closing early today." And obviously, that's you know what's happening. He's so naive here, but OMG, just saw a dude straight demolish another dude outside BurgerTown, hiding in the hardware store till the cops come. Where's everyone? So first of all, that tells us this is the hardware store, and then also that dude he talks about is obviously a zombie. And then he says, "Explosions everywhere, staying inside, OMFG. Is everyone okay? Is anyone okay?" And then there's a picture of BurgerTown, and he says, "Looks like I'm not heading back to work anytime soon." And yeah, that's just that really. Then he goes on to say, "There are other survivors around. Got to get out of here, but 911 isn't answering." So that kind of sets up for like the civilian extraction mode, which we're going to be having. If you haven't heard of that, basically there's a little bit of information within the first video that I did for Ascendance, and it's basically how you, apart from the main mode, there is also going to be another mode. How it's going to work, I'm not sure. Whether it will be like Extinction, you have to escape with the people, or whether it's to do with like you help one person escape at a time, I don't know. But there are survivors around, and that's just kind of confirming it really. Next is we got a tweet that says, "Help," and then there's one of those zombies with loads of shards and spikes coming out of it. Everyone who's doing breakdowns is like, "Oh, I wonder if it will hurt you." Of course it won't hurt you. I doubt that will hurt you. I think it's just going to be like in Mob of the Dead, you had similar zombies that had spikes on them. Did they hurt you? No, of course they didn't. It just aesthetically a little bit different, so I doubt it's going to do anything to spikes. So don't kind of think, oh, they're really dangerous. They're just going to be normal zombies, I guarantee it, because that's the way Call of Duty works. But anyway, next tweet, "Getting the hell out of here now," and there's like a zombie with like acid and green gas coming off him. This is obviously like the acid dripper, so it's basically like a normal zombie but with like actual just acid coming off him. Now these zombies look more realistic. Like the first map pack had zombies that were more kind of like Treyarch zombies, whereas these zombies look more realistic, I must say. That's just one thing I've noticed. But anyway, next we got, it says, "People are dying everywhere, gotta hide somewhere. Think I'll take my chances in the sewers." So now we know there's sewers, and then we see the picture of the sewers, and he says, "It's way bigger down here than I thought it would be, and darker and scarier. I think I'm lost." And the sewers look really big, like, so originally I was scared that it would just be a small map like BurgerTown on top, but it's not. We've got the sewers, we've got little shops like the hardware store, and there's other ones as well. I've seen them around the map, and obviously in the trailer as well, which I'll be talking about later on. So it's a really big map. It kind of reminds me of like oh god, was it Warhawk from Ghost? Because you had like loads of little stores, like little American stores on like the small street. So it kind of seems like that. I think there's going to be lots of little stores, a little bit like Buried as well, like loads of little buildings. So maybe we can there'll be Easter eggs and buildables that we'll have to go around the map for. They haven't showed anything about buildables yet, but I really am still hoping for buildables. Oh, by the way, guys, there will be a special trailer just for zombies on Sunday, 29th of March. When there'll be like a trailer just after COD Champs finishes, so that'll be something to look forward to, and I'll cover information when that's out then. But if you guys want to stay tuned for more information and videos and stuff, then yeah. Okay, and then he says, "Okay, it's way too freaky in the sewers, and what's all this Atlas junk for anyway?" And then he says, "Was this always here?" And it shows a picture of, oh my god, it's like this pad, and it says Atlas on it, and for some reason, a lot of people who have been doing breakdowns are saying this is like a teleportation device thing. I don't think that's right at all. I think it's, I don't know if I've got a picture to show you, but in the like Exo Zombies infection banner, there is definitely one of those big zombies. I don't know how to explain it. They're big and bulky, and if they touch you, you become infected. And in the first map, you had to go to a decontamination, or whatever you want to call it, pad, just to like cleanse yourself. So I think that's what this is going to be, one of those pads, because there's definitely those zombies in this map, so definitely that means that we need those pads. I think that's what this pad is for, but I could be wrong. In the background, you've also got like what looks to be loads of little rooms, obviously down in the sewers, Atlas equipment. There's tons of creepy things down here, so hopefully there'll be some cool stuff to look at. But it also looks like there's a room, and I can't tell whether it's like a window or like bars on it, so that could be like some kind of a prison-y thing where they were keeping people, which could hence point towards, you know, the people that had the zombies that had those shards on them, because that was a bit like the zombies from Prison in Mob of the Dead, if that makes any sense to any of you. So yeah, that's something else to note. And then he says, what the fuck is this? And then it's a picture of the 3D printing machine, and the weapon inside is obviously the magnetron microwave gun. So that's pretty cool. I was kind of skeptical, you know, how are they going to put in these 3D printers if we're in Burger Town? You know, you don't go to Burger Town just see 3D printers. So I was wondering, but as we can see, there are 3D printers. I assume because the sewers have like Atlas equipment and stuff, then that's going to be how we, you know, use the Atlas equipment and 3D printers and things like that. And then we hear something that says, or I see something that says, I can hear more of those things coming now. Time to move. Reinforcements should be on the streets by now, right? So naive, God. And then he says, good news, reinforcements are here. Bad news, they aren't here to help. And it's like one of those Goliath zombies. They look really cool. They're like a nice blue camo, but it's a zombie in a Goliath suit, and he's got a massive riot shield, and then he's got like this big hammer thing, and then he's got like a big turret on his shoulder. So it looks absolutely crazy. It looks really difficult to take down, but the magnetron microwave gun, as we saw in the trailer, which I'll talk about later, looks like it's quite effective, so I definitely think it won't be too difficult. But it's something to note, because he does look pretty freaking insane. He looks pretty darn, you know, difficult and bulky. And then we've got just a little, he just says RIP Burger Town, and then it's just Burger Town. I'm not going to show you that because it's just a video of Burger Town with a few sparks coming up, so it's pointless. Then we've got, this is a funny one. He says, at least our drive-through mascot still talks. Seriously, who thought it was okay for him to talk like this? Or to say this? I'll let you guys listen just now, because that's quite funny, I thought.
We can't wait to put our meat inside you.
We get a little video, and the caption is, no place is safe, thought I'd be okay at the Atlas building, and then this happened. Who's doing this? And then it's like a little video which shows these, I don't know what, like a little manhole cover thing, whatever we want to call it. It's spraying gas everywhere, but it's actually in the Atlas Corporation now, so it's different from the place we were in last time, but it's still in an Atlas Corporation part, so I think maybe a different part of what we were in last time. We're going to be going back there, as well as the sewers and Burger Town. And then he says, can't believe I'm still alive. Think I hear some survivors over here at the warehouse. Maybe one of them knows a way out. And then, well, actually, no, if they're in the warehouse, and why would they be in there if they knew a way out? That makes no sense. Anyway, he says, hiding in here for now. There's a handful of us left, but we'll be dead by dawn unless help comes. Someone save us. So, obviously, there are quite a few people that we need to extract in this civilian extraction mode. But it also shows a picture of the warehouse, which is quite interesting, because that obviously means we've got another room that we can play in, which is really cool. We've got, you know, the warehouse, we've got the other Atlas bit, we've also got the sewers, Burger Town, so it looks really interesting and quite exciting. And I can see a few loads of like workshops with little bits on it, so whether there's buildables and stuff. It looks like a couple of places could be like crafting tables and stuff, but I'm not sure. That's just me really wanting it, to be honest. And that is it, really. But then if we get onto the trailer, I'm going to be talking about that now, so stay tuned in just a second, guys. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to do a very quick breakdown of the trailer. So first of all, we've got Perplex. This is like one of those cameraman trailers, you know, who films you during the kill cam, you know, that kind of trailer, like we had last time. So we've got Perplex first of all. It seems to be quite an awesome map. It's set on like a sea area by a dock. We've got, you know, some sunbeds. It looks quite a sunny map. You've got like, I don't know how to explain it. It's ridiculous. It's like futuristic, this big complex, and there's loads of little boxes, like almost like crate size, but little rooms, I guess, that you would rent out or whatever. They look like caravan size kind of, and then literally like, or like holiday home things, and literally there's loads of them, which big machines are just moving about the place, so it's constantly changing. It looks absolutely crazy. Looks very fun because you're jumping from thing to thing, and it's very difficult. And I think this will be one of the best ones tailored for, you know, exosuits. So that's pretty cool. Next, obviously, then we have the next map, which is Climate. Now, Climate has got loads of these big towers. Don't know how to explain it. You've also got, it looks quite a natural environment. It's really cool because it's like, I don't know how to explain, but it's like artificially natural, if that makes sense. The way the theme of it. There's some parts of the map where you can actually walk through this water, and at a certain time, you know, this siren will go off and it will say warning. You know, water, I think, filtration system offline or something like that. Purification system, that's it, offline. And then they say that if you step in this and you come into contact with the water when it's not being purified, you can die. Now, obviously that's not realistic because it wouldn't be that quick of an effect. It would be a very slow effect, if anything. But yeah, basically the water goes all funny. It looks very kind of acidic and quite dangerous, to be honest. So obviously I assume that's going to burn you and you can't go in it at a certain point. But yeah, it depends. It looks really interesting. Next we have Chop Shop. This is basically at night. It's kind of in the city. It looks kind of around the Detroit area. Kind of like, if you remember playing the campaign, it looks like Detroit, but when there's life around, so it kind of looks like one of those maps. And it's basically do with shipping, transportation, that kind of thing. We've got, it's quite nice, I would say, a calm map. We also see someone put down a sentry gun with like this electric feature where it's like sending out loads of electric buzzes and waves, whatever you want to call it. And it looks very similar to the Guardian from Black Ops 2. I don't know if that's a feature that you can add, like a module that you can add on to sentry guns. I don't think it is. So maybe that's something new we're going to be seeing, whether that's part of the... Oh no, that's the new turret thing, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the new turret. Sorry, silly me. I think that's the new turret, which you can get, and it zaps people, I guess. So yeah, sorry, me being stupid there. I think that's what it is. Next we've got Site 244. Unfortunately, the trailer shows off how you can get all the perks and stuff, but it really doesn't look as exciting as what I thought it would be. You know, literally it's just this thing that opens, and then literally you just, like, you get the care package, you open it, and you've got like this little spore, and someone like you just punch it and you're suddenly affected by it. But I hope there's more Easter eggs on that, because it's got a lot of potential, this map, and if they do nothing with it, then that's really stupid and I'll be a bit disappointed. But yeah, anyway, you know, that's it really. And then it just does loads of silly stuff. And then we go on to, the new grapple mode. That's really cool. Now the grapple mode, we thought it was going to be like, only certain ledges you can attach, but I mean, obviously, trailers are always made to look kind of misleading, you know, better than they are. But from what the trailer looks like, it kind of seems as though you can almost grapple like any surface, because unless this guy has memorized where you can and cannot grapple, it looks as though most surfaces, to all surfaces, can be grappled on. So that's pretty cool. And also, it seems pretty easy to grapple like people as well. Obviously, they're going to make it look easy. But, I mean, it kind of seems like almost too easy. Like, this guy just did it really quickly, and then went back in, and then he straight away just grapple somewhere else. So obviously I think that's supposed to be fake, but it still looks pretty cool how quick it is. If it's too quick, then I'm really going to be upset, because then it's going to ruin the whole 4 maps, because everyone's just been grappling each other. It's going to be quite ridiculous. So I assume the grapple also has a range as well. That would be a thing. But yeah, so it looks pretty cool though, and you can do it on all of them 4 multiplayer maps. And yeah, now finally we've got our Burger Town map called Infection or something like that. We've got our mascot we see, and then it just zooms out. Oh, and an interesting point is that on the Burger Town building, you actually have a little map which shows a small version of the whole map. So that's pretty cool, and it looks quite a big map, to be honest. Like I said, you got the sewers, everything. You've got traps. You see the characters on the roof, and it looks pretty cool. Like and one other thing I want to say is that you actually see what's his name, Oz. Now he's holding a weapon which looks to be the Cell 3 cauterizer, as I suspected. So it seems as though that will be back in this map as well. I don't know if that's definitely happening, but it looks like he was holding, because it was like a 3 like it had, I don't know how to explain, but it looked like the Cell 3 cauterizer. And then you see a few traps going off, the electric things. You also see like Burger Town zombies, where they've actually got the uniform on, so they were actually working there, and then they've been killed. We also see the Magnetron microwave gun, and it looks pretty cool. Now it's obviously it's got a power rating, so it goes down by percentage, and it's also got an overheating one as well, so it's really annoying. But it seems like hopefully it'll regenerate, but it looks overpowered anyway, so yeah. And then we see how it works. So it works differently to the one we saw in Moon. In this one, what happens is it like kind of like burns the zombies, as microwaves do, but it also makes these zombies like swell up, and they like swell with big I don't know how to explain it, like patches and massive, I don't know how to, oh god, like boil, like, oh, I don't know, massive things suddenly appear on it as like big growths. So obviously the zombies then, due to the pressure acting on the body, then they just explode. So we also see in the water down in the sewers, there's like this alligator slash crocodile that just literally just eats up these zombies. So that's pretty cool. Maybe that was something. Maybe that's something. Obviously, I assume we're going to avoid that. But it seems pretty cool. It seems pretty interesting and very different, you know. So they're really thinking hard about this map. I definitely say. Now next we see a helicopter which is like picking up at least one person, if not two. So I assume that's the civilian extraction mode. Maybe you find someone in the sewers and you just like bring them back for them just to be lifted up. I think that's how it's going to work. And yeah, we then also see some like gas and some smoke by those little things that are being emitted. We saw that in the tweets as well from yesterday. But yeah, and we also see that the electromagnetic zombie is back. Whoopee! Not. They're so annoying, and I hate those things. So that's really going to be quite annoying. But yeah, we're just going to have to deal with that, I guess. And yeah, and then next we've got a small clip of like a Goliath just leaping down. He's got like his riot shield in one hand and a sign that he's ripped out of the floor in the other, so that's pretty cool. And that's it really. So I hope you guys do enjoy. That'd be really awesome if you do, and if you're excited for this, just let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.